Italy. Okay, we have Romania, Mexico, Dallas, London, Vienna, Peabody, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Colombia, Vancouver, Belgium, Sweden, New York City, Pittsburgh, upstate New York. Hi. Tampa, Vienna again. Chicago, India. Okay, the chat is like blowing up. I can't read all of the messages, but basically this community is truly, truly, truly a global one. So let me welcome you in this space that we are about to create. We are going to be together live for about 90 minutes. We have so much incredible content lined up for you. And I also want you to know that this is not just going to be a content type of webinar. We are going to have experiential elements to it. So I want to make sure that you're ready to fully dive into this Becoming Irresistibly Sexy webinar that we have created today. And of course, why are we here? We want to share a bit more about the quest that we have created with the incredible Sheila Kelly. And let me tell you something, guys. I have had the honor of working for so many years in Mindvalley and being exposed to so many teachers. And if there's been one teacher that has completely revolutionized my life, it has been Sheila. I have been her student since 2021. And from that moment on, there has been an immense change in all dimensions of my life. And maybe I'll get to share a bit more about that later. And I was ultra excited to finally see Mindvalley and Sheila joining hands together and create this experience that is the Becoming Irresistibly Sexy quest. So let me actually share the screen with you so you get to see more of what the quest already looks and feels like. Hopefully this will get you even more excited for what we have in store. And yes, so I told you I've been a student with Sheila since 2021, and I have not stopped practicing since, because this practice that is called S Factor, which is the movement, or really, I want to say revolution that Sheila started over 2 decades ago now, has become like air for me. When I don't practice S Factor, I feel like I suffocate in the world. So I really am elated to know that you will be exposed to the same methodology in the quest that Sheila has prepared. So let me tell you a little bit more about Sheila. Of course, she is the founder of S Factor, which is an embodiment practice that will completely and radically transform all aspects of your life. Sheila is also known for being an actress, and she is a body whisperer. If you are wondering what body whispering is, stay until the end of the call, because you will get to see Sheila doing some body whispering right now, live in action. So you get to know more of what this practice is and what it really means. You might have known Sheila either from the documentary Strip Down, Rise Up, which blew up on Netflix and got a perfect 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes. It was that impactful. That's how I found out about her and the movement. And I know so many people around the world discovered S Factor because of that documentary that you can find on Netflix today. And also, Sheila had already appeared on Oprah, on Ellen, on TEDx, on so many stages, because what she has created is a complete revolution. And also, you have seen her in so many movies and shows, because she had an incredible career as an actress. And she will tell you a bit more about the practice, how it originated, the studies that really created the methodology, and everything that you can experience once you dive into the world of feminine embodiment. So I would love to call Sheila online with me, because I want her to have as much time with you as possible. And just as we start, Sheila, I want to ask you a question that I know a lot of people will be asking. If there are men in this call today, is this call just for women, or should men stay tuned?
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Welcome,
Hey,
Sheila.
I'm looking at the chat and I'm just like, Whoa, Nigeria, Las Vegas. It's crazy. Hi, I'm Sheila. Well, here's what I say. I say everyone has feminine essence. Everyone has feminine energy within their body. And we live in a global culture that doesn't necessarily teach anyone how to use your feminine energy to create a holistic, full experience of life. So that's one reason why anyone who identifies more as a man or a masculine energy, it would be incredibly valuable to stay. The other reason is if you love someone that has a feminine essence, you will learn so much. It's like coming into the inner sanctum of how the feminine ticks, how we tick, why we tick, all the passion and the excitement, the beauty that it is being a feminine creature that is so misunderstood in the world. So, oh, hi, Sabrina from St. Kitts Nevis. My sister lived there. So, yes, I think this is for everybody. And I think we've lived long enough and our culture has gone far enough over yanging, over masculinizing. And so let's bring the feminine essence in so we can balance ourselves and therefore balance the energy in the globe. Yeah. I'm looking at all this chat, it goes so fast. I'm looking at Lydia say that she's feminine, but she has more in her masculine energy. Beautiful. Lydia, you're in the right place if you want to learn more about your feminine energy. I too was very tapped into my masculine muscle and a very masculine, big Popeye muscle, and my feminine was basically drooping down here um, until I found my way to S Factor and to this practice that ripples out into your life. Yeah. I hope that answered your question, Annie.
You did beautifully. Thank you, Sheila.
Hi, Eddie, who's a man from Paris. I'm sorry. I love, I like the conversation. So I don't want to be here, just a talking head with you guys. I'm actually looking at the chat because I want to have a conversation with you. I want to feel you. I want to know you. I want us to know each other. This is an intimate practice. The feminine is an intimate energy. I think both energies are intimate, because when you really go deep into the body and you want to extrapolate out of the body all of your different gifts, to get the feminine to come out in the world in which we live now, it's a tender and intimate experience. So, yeah. I see Janice spending years in male-dominated business. Well, okay, this is going to be so great. So first of all, I'm going to take it from here. Is that okay, Annie? For a little while. So,
Floor is
um,
yours.
okay. So I'm going to be looking. Oh, the documentary had you in tears. It still has me in tears every time I watch it. I'm in my 60s. So, Dr. Geneva, it's never too late. There's no expiration date on your feminine genius, right? There's no expiration date on the gift of the feminine, the goddess, right? You just keep becoming more queen. You keep becoming more goddess. So I wanted to just say hello to you, absolute gorgeous, glorious human beings who've showed up here. I know that I'm so grateful for your time and your attention, your energy, because I know that that is a very valuable thing. But I want to say, oh, thank you. Thank you, Erin. I don't look a day over 40. Yes. Thank you. It's this practice. I call it the fountain of youth. I have been practicing 25 years, and I don't think I've really aged much from that time. It keeps you so unbelievably vibrant and alive and enlivened and turned on in every cell of your body, not just your sexual cells, but every cell of your body has your sexuality in it and it is able to come out into the world. So today is going to be the very, very beginning of what I hope is a lifelong journey for you, because the journey back into the feminine is a lifelong journey of constantly, consciously cultivating the gifts and the tools that you'll get in the quest. And I'm going to give you a little sprinkling of stuff today. Um, Looking at oh yeah, okay, yes, I am 60. I'm 62. I am. And I'm super proud of it. I have been with the love of my life for 35 years, and we've been through ups and downs, and we have deep, passionate, erotic love. And it's all because of this practice. It's because of this quest. Go do this quest. I promise you. Um, so it's no secret that the world we live in has a very complex relationship with the female body and with sexuality, right? Do you all agree? All right. So those of us that are born into female bodies get systematically shut down to a larger degree than those born in a male body. We are all shut down at one time or another with all kinds of rigors and rules and regulations so that we tighten our bodies in, right? So when you tighten your body in, when you lose access to the fullest potential you have to express yourself, especially emotionally and most especially erotically, because those are the two elements of the feminine that our world has a very difficult time allowing us to express. And therefore we are not whole, right? So I see that I have an autistic son too. I see that from Weisel. You're a woman with a lot on your plate. So I have an autistic son, and I have a daughter with ADHD. And I started this practice when they were little, and it saved my life. It saved my life. And yes, detached husbands, they attach, they detach, they attach, they detach. It's a whole other course that I can teach. So this quest is the beginning. And becoming irresistibly sexy is the beginning of an epic journey of self reclamation, body resuscitation, and celebration. Because when you resuscitate the feminine, she is just so full of joy and life and love and passion, which is the natural feminine state of freedom, right? So in the chat, because I want to have a conversation with you, in the chat, I'm going to ask you to write, what is sexy to you? What's sexy to you? Rio, I'm very, very impressed that you're here at midnight. It's a midnight where you are, and you're on this call with me. So confidence, 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 pleasure, confidence, magnetism, smile, happiness, oh, energy. Oh, these are great. Humor, sexy. These are going by fast. Loves, you're so fast. Knowledge, sexy is playfulness, presence, positive energy, self-awareness, loving life, enthusiasm. These are all eyes. I love this. Dancing. Oh, someone wrote dancing. I love that. Sexy is confidence and great energy. These are beautiful. Okay. And how many of you, on a scale of I feel as sexy as can possibly be to I don't feel very sexy at all? So 0 is I don't feel very sexy at all, to 100 is I feel incredibly sexy. Where are you? 80%, 60%, 30%, 10%? Wow. Okay, great. These are great. Oh, I see you guys are all over the board, and I love this. So no matter what number you put in there, this course, this quest is going to knock your socks off. Because if you put 100 in there, it's just going to take you to 125. If you put 5 in there, it's going to take you to 100, possibly 100, because it's an iterative process, right? Because we're working with the body, we're working with the emotions, we're working with the breath, we're working with the genius of your feminine. So it's going to take time because it's a muscle that's atrophied that we have to strengthen. Yeah. I love all of this. Yes. Okay. So I have to tell you that sexy is a phenomenon that I've studied for 30 years or more. It's a concept, and it is my definition of sexy is going to be very, very different from what most people might expect. Right. So in my opinion, sexy has literally nothing to do with how you look or how someone sees you. It has nothing to do with anything that people perceive from the outside. To me, sexy is living in the full bloom of your feminine potential. And if you're a man, then your masculine potential. It is the natural state of the feminine body. Everything in your body, every cell, every nerve ending, every emotion is turned on, right? And that creates a sexy life, right? So I want you to remember, sexy, at least the way I just define it, is not how you are perceived, but it's how you fully experience yourself. in the world, like right now, this very second, just take a really deep, slow, yummy breath so you can actually feel the air, feel it coming into your body, right? Feel it. Just stop everything else and just breathe and be here with me. Sexy is a life force energy. And when you live a sexy life, it is one full of vibrancy and effervescence, right? It's lush. It's rich. It's alive. It's titillating. It's titillated and it's sensual, right? Every part of your body, like I said, is responsive. It's responsive to the air breathing across your neck. You know, it's where you bring your conscious awareness to my body, and then your body becomes more alive and enlivened, and then everything in your life is affected when your body becomes more alive, right? There's no feeling unfelt. There's nothing off limits. So I love that you guys wrote confident. Yes, but sexy can also be shy. Sexy can also be super insecure, as long as you are authentically aware of the shyness or the insecurity. Think about Princess Diana. If y'all are old enough to remember her, completely embodied shy. And you could say she was confident in her shyness. She was confident in her tenderness. Clark Kent, confident in his nerdiness, right? So there's this whole spectrum of emotional energy that we can authentically feel. And that is sexy. No feeling unfelt, no impulse unexplored. You're sexy, again, I'm going to say it one more time. It doesn't live in relationship to a lover solely, but in your relationship to your own body and how your body moves through the world. Yeah? And that body, your body, okay. Anyone here loves Star Wars or watched Star Wars or knows, like, I think Star Wars 2? Anybody? Okay. Who was the psychic teacher that taught Luke? Well, feel the force, feel the force. Yeah, that's right. Yoda. You have a Yoda. You have a Yoda. Your Yoda is your body, separate from your mind, separate from your soul. Your body is the vehicle, the creature you inhabit in this lifetime. And she's so wise, so terrestrial, knows how to bring all the riches of life to you through your body. So I'm going to write, I know this goes so fast, but what is your greatest desire? What is your greatest desire in life right now? In the chat, so we can have a conversation. I see love. I see freedom. Noni is 79 and a half years old. It went too fast, but wow, yay. Having a loving partner, community, freedom, unconditional love. Oh, wow, giving and receiving love. These are so beautiful. To get out of your head, peace, fulfillment, divine love, soulmate. Oh, all of these things that you're writing here, I've seen them come to fruition for the women I teach. I've seen women who have given up on love, totally spent 30 years trying to find love, wanted to have a baby, and she just said, nope, it's not going to happen for me. But she came to class every week. She came to class. And she had a beautiful breakthrough through her body. Her body was locked right here around her heart. And she did a movement that opened her chest up. And she just wept so freely. And I swear to God, within 3 months, she was madly in love. In the 10 years that I had known her, she'd never been in love. So this embodiment practice can change your life profoundly. So I'm still looking. I have a little bit of a tickle in my throat, so I'm going to put a lozenge in.
Sheila, if I can jump in to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I'm reading some of the comments are talking about I want success in my career or I want to leave a legacy. So I wanted to ask you, how have you seen S factor impact women when it comes to their career, when it comes to other spheres other than intimacy and love? Because I know there's a lot of growth there too, and I'd love for you to speak about that.
Well, sorry, your body, I want you to think of your body as the stone that you throw into the pond of your life. And from that stone, your whole life ripples out. So how your body is how your life is. So if your body is shut down, it will shut down that part of your life. Does that help?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good.
I can speak to my own experience that as I started doing S Factor, I got promotions faster and faster. People couldn't understand what had changed about my energy, but I got more opportunities to be on stage, more important meetings where I was invited. And as Sheila said, it all went back to the body and how I inhabited and lived in the body. So it goes way beyond the intimacy sphere, although it does impact that tremendously. Thank you, Sheila.
It impacts every facet of your life. When I first started this movement, I was 38 and I had an acting career where I struggled to get jobs and I had to audition. My husband and I weren't getting along. I was a young mother. It was like really hard. And I started doing this movement and it was like magic. All of a sudden, my husband and I just elevated to this place of extraordinary connection. My mothering got better, and I started to be offered jobs as an actress without auditioning because I was giving off this life force energy that blew people away because not a lot of women have it. A lot of women are living in the box that society has prescribed for us. So to me, S Factor, this journey of becoming irresistibly sexy, is like taking an axe to the box that we're put in, breaking it down, and getting free, getting completely and totally free, moving desire and love through your body. It is not just a bodily sexy, it is an energetic, soulful experience of life. Joelle, I'm reading that you're single, 53, no kids. Okay. And Joelle, nothing's impossible. I don't believe anything is impossible. I believe when you are fully the feminine, I call her the mystical feminine creature because she can make magic happen. Hi, Joy Sullivan. She makes magic happen. She makes life happen. She's a, I mean, there's a reason why women were called witches, but we have magic powers. We have the power to use energy to create community, to create love, to create a career that just takes off with constant promotions and constantly feeling fulfilled. That's powerful. So when I first started this, I told you that everything was kind of like, meh, and then things got amazing in my life. Everything, every facet of my life became better, more vivid. And I decided that I had to teach other women because all the preschool moms where my son was in preschool wanted to know what I was doing because they felt it. So I started teaching in my garage, and then Oprah came calling because she'd heard about it, and then I was on the Oprah show, and then it just became a phenomenon. S Factor turned into a phenomenon. And I framed it at first as, pole dance fitness. But as we have evolved over the years, it's so much deeper than that. It is like life fitness. It's like feminine fitness. It's like feminine lifestyle tools, embodiment tools. And it all starts at the epicenter of your body. right? And it's based in movement and fulfilling your body's potential to move to the greatest extent she's capable of, or to feel emotionally through your body to the greatest extent you're capable of, to love to the greatest extent that you're capable of. It's really quite amazing that all the leashes get broken off. And I know women, I want to know if you've heard at some point in your life, don't dress like that. Don't move like that. Don't talk like that. Oh, that girl, she looks like a fill in the blank. You know, who here has heard or seen or looked at a billboard at like a woman who's a size 10 and it's a weight loss fucking billboard? I'm a size 10. We live in a world that does bully the feminine. Because Gail, I saw that word. Yeah. So during the filming and the rehearsal, my body got to experience things that had been up to that point in my life forbidden movements. And I was a dance major at college, so forbidden movements, overt movements, pleasure-filled movements. My body became the center of my life. More than my kids, more than my husband, my body became my Yoda, and she began to speak loudly, and I trusted her, and everything changed in my life. So tell me a thought about your body. My body is what? Beautiful. I love all of these: tired, heavy, rebellious, incredible, strong, generous, tight, remarkable, unremarkable. Okay. These are amazing. They're all over the spectrum, from sacred to lonely, stiff and rigid. Okay, so do you guys want to taste a little bit of nectar of your own body's movement today with me? Okay, great. So what we're going to do you want to first see what the movement looks like? Let me know if you want to see what the movement looks like I'll give you a little demo here. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it feels like and looks like. But before I do that, I just want to say to you that you, as a feminine creature on this planet, are biologically designed to attract love effortlessly when you are in the fullest potential of your feminine. Okay? You're an emotional creature. Emotions should be flowing through you like wind through a windsock, right? You're an erotic creature who wants love and lust and pleasure. You came out of the womb sensually alive, like every single nerve ending from the tips of your toes to the tip of your nose were turned on. And you and your body were perfect. Your body was a streaming, flowing conduit that the experience of life moved through like water. That is what we were born into. But now life comes and life does what it does to us, right? We get restrictions, we get rules, we are told we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't do this. It's very, very confusing. So I want you to check in, right? Let's do a little body inventory right now. Are you breathing slowly, deeply, fully into the entire circumference of your torso? Is it easy, deep and rounded? Or is it tight around your chest? Is it high up? What about your shoulders? I want you to check your shoulders. Are they tensed or are they soft, malleable, and released? Okay. Check your posture with your neck. Is your neck pulling forward? Is your neck doing this or this? Check how your neck is resting on your spine. Your neck should just be floating right up the top of your spine, the straight, beautiful spine, right? What about your back? Is your back curved forward like that? Like that? If you see this posture so much nowadays that we forget that the spine wants to reach up to the sky, right? And sometimes we even tweak our spines a certain way. And our muscles hold our body in that posture because that's how we've lived for so long. Our body holds our neck like this. And this changes your entire attitude of life. If I had to live like this with my neck, oh, that'd be tough, right? And when you're standing, is your spine, you tuck your tailbone, or do you let that beautiful lower back curve and let that beautiful ass of yours curve out into the world? Are your hips frozen, or do they move fluidly and undulate? Okay, so checking in with your body, I'm going to show you a little bit of what the movement feels like. I'm going to show you what moving desire through my body feels like, and I'm going to wish me luck. This is really vulnerable. I got to tell you, it's very vulnerable to share my body and my movement with you. But here goes. I want you to see the movement before I take you into the movement, okay? Hold on. All righty. Marta, whenever you're ready.
I'm halfway gone, sleepless, I'm battle worn. You're all I want, so bring me the dawn. I need the sun to break. You've woken up my heart, I'm shaking. Oh, my luck could change. Been in the dark for weeks and I've realized you're all I need. I hope that I'm not too late. I hope I'm not too late. Back of the room, how come my friends already know you? I feel like a kid, I'm too shy to speak up, so I keep it here. Oh, butterflies, you steal my sleep each night. I need the sun to break. You've woken up my heart, I'm shaking. Oh, my luck could change. Been in the dark for weeks and I realize you're all I need. I hope that I'm not too late. I hope I'm not too late.
I don't know if I'm still attached. My ear thing went flying. My body's, woo! That felt so good. I wasn't supposed to do the poll. uh, oh my gosh, that felt really, really good. So that is how I move life, love, passion, even or yearning through my body fully. Everything turned on and call love. And wow, that was really fun. Thank you for witnessing. And yes, it was vulnerable and it was worth it. And this is the movement I teach in the Quest, along with a lot of philosophy and life tools. And we're going to do a little bit of movement here today. But I think before we do that, I want to say that the Quest is focused specifically on the female body and feminine energy. And like I said before, those of us who were born into the female body have been shut down a bit. And those of us who are in a male body have been told that the feminine attributes and the feminine geniuses aren't as important as the masculine geniuses, right? But they are equally both necessary for our planet and our species to evolve into a place of balance and wholeness. Yeah. Okay. So does anyone have any questions for me? I would love to have some questions ready, but I'm just seeing if there's anything on this list here that I missed.
Sheila, there was one question that I kept seeing coming in several shapes and forms.
Yeah.
So is this practice for women who cannot have kids anymore, who maybe are going through menopause? That was very recurrent.
I'm past menopause. I can't have kids anymore. Of course. Look, this practice is for any human being on the planet who wants to call up the mystic genius of the feminine. It's been squelched for thousands and thousands of years, right? Systematically squelched. This mystical power of the feminine. Men can do it, women can do it, most especially women who identify as feminine, and anyone who identifies as a feminine essence erotic being. Yeah, I'll share the playlist with you. And by the way, the Quest has a ton of playlists. The Quest is so good, you guys. I swear to God, it's amazing. You're curious about my childhood. I'm just wondering about what she's curious about my childhood. Yeah. What were you going to say, Annie?
Yes, another question I'm seeing. Do they need a poll to start?
No, that's naughty of me. I wasn't supposed to do anything on the poll. And he's like, don't do a poll trick. No, you do not need a poll. You know, in fact, as I've gotten deeper and deeper into this journey, the poll, it's fun. And it's a great frame for the beauty of your body. But really, what you saw down here, that rich, thick, yummy, sensual, yearning, erotic movement, that's the thing that's been locked down, shut down in your body, not the pole. So the big changes truly come when you reawaken these gifts that you were born with that have been shut down. And you know, when something gets shut down in your body, it's not like a one-time thing. It's not like, don't grab that cookie out of the cookie jar. Ooh. No, it's not just that one time. It's every time you grab for, I'm just using this as an allegory. Every time you grab for the cookie jar, you're going to do this, right? So look what it's doing to my body. So that I walk through life now like this. I go to work, I clutch my shoulder bag, and see all the tension through here? This came from reaching for the cookie in the cookie jar, right? And that's just, like I said, it's a metaphor for everything that you're told no about. You know, shame is a vicious cycle. And I used to joke that I crush shame for a living. It used to be my moniker. And and still is, because shame can kill us. Yeah. I have to put another thing.
And in the meantime, I'll read another question for you that is coming
do.
in very frequently, which is, can you speak to bodies that might have physical limitations? So maybe they have back problems, maybe they have knee problems. One participant was sharing that she actually is paralyzed. So how would this practice look like when the body has lived through physical trauma? And the second aspect of this was also, Angelika was asking, what if somebody's disconnected from the body because of traumas and feels that the body is so stiff that it can't be moved at all?
Those are two very heavy questions. Thank you. Number one, the goal of this movement is to move to the fullest potential your body is capable of. I've taught women in wheelchairs. I've taught with my sister who was dying of stage 4 cancer in a hospital bed. There's always pleasure somewhere. Whether it's just the turn of the neck, just feeling the hair across your cheek, just breathing in the aroma, the scents around you, just listening to the power and the beauty of the music and the song. Whatever your limitations are, as long as you are reaching to the fullest potential you're capable of, you can do this movement. You can do this embodiment, which is why I like to use the term embodiment, because I have taught so many different, varied people of different abilities. Okay? This movement unlocks shame, crushes the box that society puts women in, and it lets your soul begin to sing through movement, right? If you have known trauma, I would highly recommend that you have a therapist along with you in the quest. If you have unknown trauma, it might come up, but unknown trauma can come up anywhere. You could be walking down the street and then the aroma of French fries from McDonald's causes you to have a trauma reaction. So the key to reclaiming all of you is a beautiful, epic journey. And each of us requires, a very different map and a different road. S Factor and becoming irresistibly sexy is a map that you can all morph to your needs. There's nothing masculine about it. You don't have to get this done then. Do that. There's nothing masculine about this journey. It's what can you do? I'm going to offer you tools. What works for you? I'm going to offer you movement. How much of it can you do? I've taught women that can't stand up and they're in a chair and they just roll their head back and forth and they maybe touch their skin. And there's so many ways to embark on this reclamation journey. Yeah.
Thank you, Sheila. And another question that is coming in several nuances is this. I'm going to read a specific one. It feels like this is for men, that this movement is something to appeal to a man desire or fantasy. Obviously, I could do this in private, but it still feels inside of me that this is what men want, performative, etc. So how do you get past that? And another question that is related to this is the following. What do you think about when you're dancing like that? Because I would be embarrassed to dance in this way in front of my romantic partner because I feel just too embarrassed to dance in a sexy way.
So I'm going to use something. Did I look like I was performing, or did I look like I was deeply enmeshed in pleasure in my body? Is the question I would ask the first person. Because I wasn't even thinking about you. I was thinking about the touch of my hand through my hair. I'm thinking about what would bring me more pleasure. What could bring me? I love opening my chest. Oh my God. So I'm moving through my body, finding more and more pleasure. Every movement I did out there was about what feels good. Like I love my belly muscles. So I was doing this thing with my legs, and then I arched up and I was engaging the open chest and the muscle, and I was in so much friggin' pleasure. So I think into my body at that time. I take complete and utter ownership of my time and my space and my pleasure and my body. And does my husband love it? Fuck yeah. Like it blows the hot top of his head off. Do I do it performing for him? No. I let him see me just relishing all the delicious pleasure my body is capable of giving me, right? Um, that unlocks so much cloistered and shut down emotional energy. It just comes rushing out of you, and it really affects the masculine. And women have this issue. We've gotten to this place where we get stuck and we resent that men or the masculine love the beautiful undulation of our bodies. I love nothing more than my husband loving the beautiful undulation of my body. And I dance for him maybe once a year. Maybe once a year I share this with him. Like he can come and sit and watch me move. Because it's for me. It's for me to get right with myself. It's for me to live to my fullest potential possible. It's so big, you guys. Look, I stumbled into this as an actress, and it just blew my life open in a way that I never could have imagined. I can't even put into words how incredible and the way this ripples out into the world when you move for you. What one person was asking is, I would be self-conscious. Self-consciousness comes from not owning your body. Self-consciousness comes from feeling not at home in your pleasure and in your body. Self-conscious, right? But when you think of animals, because I use a lot of animal work in the movement, think of the way an animal moves, completely filled, a cat stretching, rolling in catnip. That cat doesn't give a flying banana what you're doing. That cat is just feeling good, feeling the pleasure. And that cat is living to its fullest potential of pleasure. It's really, really powerful. Really, really. Oh, I got you pregnant, Sharon. Yay. Somebody just wrote I got her pregnant. I hope that answered the questions. Yeah, those two questions.
Thank you, Sheila. And in the meantime, I urge everybody to place your question inside of the Q&A box. And if you see a question that you really love, upvote it. Just put a thumbs up next to the question so we know which ones are the burning questions that most of you want to see answered. So place all the questions in the Q&A box and we'll make sure to go back to it later. And in the meantime, I also wanted to share with you, Sheila, that Tiana was there earlier, also sharing that she started, yes, S Factor. She had the biggest revenue year of her life.
I told you. This is how it works, you guys. This is how it works. Get right with your body. Open it up. Break the box you're in. The box is meant to keep you small. Break it. Take this quest. Break it. And then come play with me somewhere in the world. That's yay. I love that.
And maybe while we're talking about the quest, I'd love to share, Sheila, a bit of the content, what people can expect inside of it. So I've prepared a few slides where we talk about the erotic creatures and some of the content that they can have in the quest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just about to get, do it. Do it,
awesome.
girl.
There we go. So we start with week 1, which is the foundation of your erotic journey. Sheila, do you want to tell us more about what can our students expect when it comes to awakening their erotic creature, learning about the curve of their erotic movement, and what are the 5 layers of a soulfully sexy life?
Well, Awakening well, that's a lot. You just does so much. Let me break it down a little bit. So you're going to become more erotically powerful in this quest, meaning that you'll be turning on your feminine geniuses. Every feminine identifying person has feminine geniuses, and masculine people have masculine geniuses, right? So the feminine geniuses are curve of movement, sensuality, and emotability. There's two more that we don't get to in this quest, but those are the three that we focus on. And when we do some movement today, we're going to focus on those three. Curve of movement, sensuality, and emotability. So these geniuses have biological, emotional, neurological background, right? If there's a wonderful book called The Female Brain by a friend of mine named Luann Brizendine, if you're interested, it's a really wonderful book. And then this quest will also teach you how to live through the 5 layers, separate from the geniuses, the 5 layers of a soulfully sexy life. And that is to bring radiance and light to wherever you go, right? You might do this practice at home alone, and I promise you what you're stirring up, you're going to go out to the grocery store after you do this practice, and you're going to feel your pheromones. You're going to be smelled. You're going to be seen. You're going to be felt by the masculine of the species, because you have just stirred up an energy that is not measurable, but it's definitely felt. And I'm going to say it's smelled. You can smell your pheromones. You're going to learn why your body shut down, when your body shut down, and maybe where in your body maybe you're holding on or even constricted and you don't even know it, right? And then we're going to learn how to rev yourself back up. And what's really profound, this one really affects me, because this quest is going to help you learn to open your body to receive love. This quest is going to open your body to give love. It's going to help you move more joy, sensuality, fluidity through your body, because all emotion is a chemical and electrical reaction that calls the body into action. And I'm going to teach you how to move through your life with pleasure instead of struggle. With pleasure, with surrendered feminine pleasure instead of masculine muscular force, which makes us exhausted, right? This quest is going to help you magnetize everything you desire to you. That's why I asked you, what do you desire? And up there. And I want you to remember that when you take the quest, because you're going to use that desire in the quest. Intention is huge for the body, right? And then the quest is going to help you understand who you are as an erotic creature. So there are 10 iconic erotic creatures, and they're all very varied and different in the way they come to love and the way they move their body and the kind of music they're attracted to and the kind of clothes they wear. I'll just give you an example. There's like the lustful lover, and then there's a light ones, and there's the dark ones. And by the way, you have access to all of those within you. And you're going to find that one of those is really a natural fit for you. So there's the naughty provocateur. There's the shy, reluctant enigma. There's the ice queen. And they're all constructive emotional energies that move through your body. Because knowing who you are as an erotic creature can help you attract and connect to the right love. It's 21 days long. So I know I want to move. Do we have time to move? Yes. So I just want you to think of this. Many, many thousands of years ago, there was a time when the female body, being a woman, was considered sacred. It was the sacred feminine or the divine feminine. And this is because the women were revered for their beauty, their hearts, their emotions, their minds, and their ability to create life and to create food, from their bodies. We were worshipped. And my goal in this whole planet for the rest of my life, to get us back there, to get us back there to where we can worship one another. My husband can worship me and I can worship him, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful reciprocal dance of love. So, Annie, we have movement that I'd love to do. So the feminine is built to undulate and flow. That's the shape of our body. Our body is meant to undulate naturally when there's no tension in our body, right? So this undulation and flow is the thing that ripples out into the world and pulls your desire to you, right? It's like you're creating a stream, like a river. You're creating a river of energy toward you, right? So I do want to give you a little taste of the nectar of your genius. I want to give you a little taste of this movement. But before we do that, Annie, did you want me to work with any bodies? We have a 20-minute playlist.
I would love for the audience to see what body whispering looks like.
Okay. So what's the name of 10 animals, Lucia? I'm not sure what that means.
I think she's meaning the 10 erotic creatures.
Oh, take the quest. Take the quest. It's in the quest.
Sheila, before we select someone to come in live with you, I want to address one question that I think is very relevant. Christina and other women shared it. How do you deconstruct the narrative that being sexy is dangerous for you because of men? How do you feel safe and sexy? We were told that being sexy will make us unsafe, which is very related to another question, which was asking, will men prey on this energy that we activate during the practice?
Well, great question. Take the quest. Because one of the biggest things I'm focused on with all of my teachings in my retreats and my events, on my online course, in the quest, boundaries. There are 3 boundaries that the feminine has access to. All human bodies have access to 3 boundaries. Our boundaries have been ripped to shreds by a world that thinks it has control over our bodies, by a world that wants to put us in a box to keep us safe. I think you should watch my TED Talk. My TEDx talk is called Let's Get Naked, because it addresses this fear of being sexy. It addresses that as toxic patriarchal control. There is a way to keep yourself safe. There's a way to let go of the boundaries of muscular armor, let them soften so that you can have a more deep and rich experience of life. And there's ways to protect yourself through the 3 boundaries that I teach. One of them you're going to learn. Well, you're going to learn. I think you're going to learn most of them. I think you're going to learn the first 2 in the quest. But I'm just going to leave you with this: the 5 layers of a soulfully sexy life. The first layer is called flatline. Now, flatline is when you are either unhealthily flatlined, like your muscles are just shutting you down and you can barely breathe. But a healthy flatline is doing this embodiment practice, getting free in the private. This is my space, like my loves. This is my private space. Nobody comes in here. It's a closet, little room, or I lock the bedroom for my private space for me to expand and stretch into. And then I use my layers and my boundaries. So the healthy flatline is a piece of clothing that you would take with you wherever you go, and you would wrap it around you wherever you're feeling exposed so that you can have privacy. So your beauty and your radiance can have privacy from the penetrating male gaze. You have to use these tools. And there's this beautiful story about Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe used to take class at the Actors Studio in New York City. And she was Marilyn Monroe, the biggest star in the world. And she was gorgeous and white hair. But she would flatline. And she would wear a scarf around her head. And she'd pull it down like this. She'd tie it here. She'd wear a big old coat. And she would flatline. And she'd walk down the street. No one would know it was Marilyn. And then she would say to her friend, I'm going to bring Marilyn out. And she would take this off, and she'd open the coat, and all of a sudden she was thronged by people. So this tool of healthy flatline really works. So that's just something I want you to have today, because we're going to do some movement, which is going to light your body up a little bit, and a lot. And I ask you to bring a scarf or a cape or a coat or a hoodie, something that makes you feel safe. And then the other boundaries are in the quest. But that's a really, really great question. And I think that it has been put on the female body to shut up. Through our current culture globally, we're told that the female body's the problem, when I think actually masculine control over the response to the female body also needs to have attention. Hope that helps. Okay. So I'm wondering, is there anyone that wants to talk to me, that feels a little shut down, that feels a little nervous, that feels a little like, I'm not sure this is for me, just doesn't feel totally comfortable in your body? Does anyone want to come up and talk to me? Is anyone nervous about doing the movement with me? The podcast? Oh, it's a TED Talk called Let's Get Naked. This quest is called Becoming Irresistibly Sexy. You're nervous, Lynn? Lynn, why are you nervous? I don't know why, Lynn. To be seen. Let's do it. Dr. Flora, yeah, rock on. Well, I do teach the masculineness. I teach masculine and feminine in a different iteration of my work. So I teach masculine separately. I teach feminine separately. I bring them together. So I think I will be doing that at Mindvalley University this summer. How have I maintained this trim limbs? Is that me? This movement, my loves, I do it every day. Whoever you want to pull up, Annie, I'm good, but I do have 20-minute playlists. So what do you want to,
I'm thinking Lynn might be the person. So let's bring Lynn on. I'm bringing you on right now as a panelist link. So
yes, and okay, and Raquel, I do the movements. I do them every single day, all day. Meaning, yes, it gets me centered.
And
hi, Lynn. Hi.
Holy shit! Hi.
Hi.
What am I doing?
I don't know, but I'm so happy to see you. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. 1.2K participants.
Looking at you, babe.
Oh no.
So, so when I tell you that we're going to do this movement right now, do you have a space to do it?
I can pull back my chair and do it.
Okay. Oh, good. So where are you feeling reservation?
I think, in so many places, but so I'm expecting right now.
Congratulations.
When you're talking about like how women were revered because they make food inside their bodies, and
yeah,
like this isn't my first pregnancy, but I think this one is very unique in that I'm going through a lot with my parents, my tribe, like they don't know, and so it feels like I'm like this 17-year-old girl that did something wrong, kind of. So I know that that's playing in too.
You did something wrong because you're pregnant?
Yeah, yeah. You know, and I know that's like batshit crazy, but
so are you like pregnant but not married?
Yes.
I was pregnant and not married.
Yeah.
I know what you're going through. Okay. And how far along are you?
24 weeks now.
Okay. All right. So push your chair back. Mm-hmm. What I want to do is I just want you to stand up. Mm-hmm. Show us that beautiful baby. Okay. And can you tilt the camera so we can see a little bit of your face?
Mhm.
Okay, so here we are. I would love for you to back up so we can see as much of you as we can. And the first thing I'm going to teach you right now, because it sounds to me like you just need to feel safe.
Mhm.
So I just want you to, you touched your hair earlier. You went like this to put your hair behind your ear. This time, I want you to place your right hand on your belly
Mhm.
and take the other hand up and through your hair, drop into your right hip. And now let your hand caress your brain, caress all the thoughts. And can we put my song on, the James Bay song? Now watch this. I want you to go from the right hip and I want you to slowly sway over to the left hip as your hand is moving. Good. Good. I love that. And then we're doing what's called a feminine sway. So what you're going to do, let's put that song on, Marta, the first song, the James Bay song. I just want you to push out one hip, and now I want you to just push out the other hip. What you're going to do is you're going to take the baby for a ride. Just back and forth and rub that baby. Say hello, baby. Yes. Oh, I love it. You're showing us your belly.
Sleepless.
Yes.
I'm battle worn.
Like, get that hip out. Yes, I love your head back.
I want.
This is all that matters right now is you and this baby.
So bring me the
Yes, thank you. Let your hand continue to move where the emotion is.
Need the sun to break. You've woken
Now
up
let's
my
take it
heart.
into a
I'm
hip
shaking.
circle.
My
Let's take it into a big hip
could
circle.
change.
Reach your ass back. You're taking the baby for a ride.
Been in the
You're gonna go
dark for
forward.
weeks and I've realized you're all I need. I hope that I'm not too late.
Can you show us your baby? Would you lift your belly?
I'm
Hi,
not
baby.
too late.
That's it. And move your hips. Move your hips. Just around. Let the baby. Yes. Let the tears come. Let the tears come and keep swaying. And everybody here, I want you to send love to that baby. I want you to send love to that baby. Let the tears come. Just sway. Here's what we're doing. We're taking the baby on a baby fur swing ride, right? So look at my hips. Roll it around. Let's put your hands here. Give us your belly. Let's just see that baby. Look down at your baby. Look at your baby. Oh, yes. Now speed it up a little bit. Let that baby feel your lungs badass. Yes. Good girl. Let your head go. Let your head go.
Been in the dark for weeks and I realize you're all I need.
Just speed your hips.
I'm not too late.
That's it. A little bit faster.
I hope I'm not too late.
All that matters is you and that baby. Oh, you take that music down. Just stand there. Just stand here. Just be present with us. Sensual. Hip kicked out. Be in your feminine. Close your eyes. Release your mouth. Yes. Let us love your baby. Let us love your baby. Let us love you. Breathe. You're not breathing, babe. If tears come, they want to come. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's take the music down. Lynn, don't drop it. Don't drop what you just found. You found joy. You found tears. You found peace. You and your baby had your first dance together. And you're going to look through this chat and you're going to see so much love for you and your baby. All that matters is right here, right now, this moment. That's what the feminine is. The feminine is not all the people talking about you. The feminine is not all the people that are judging you. Snap that shit. We don't need that. Okay? Give her some love. That was so beautiful. I'm going to ask you to do that every single day till that baby comes.
Mm.
You have a lot of tears that need to be released before the baby gets here.
Mhm.
A lot of tears, a lot of mourning, a lot of grief. You might even want to scream fest in the bathroom in a pillow or out. You're there's a lot holding. You're holding. So there's 3 ways emotion leaves the body: sound, movement, breath. So every time you try and suck it back in or wipe it away, it's just telling your body she's wrong. So if you feel the tears coming, and let them come and let them drip down your face because you've earned it. Your body wants to mourn, she wants to grieve, she wants to cry, she feels betrayed, and yet she's ecstatically happy with this little person inside. You feel all that?
Yes.
So we're going to move today, and I want you to move with that intention, okay? Thank you for coming up. You're so brave.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Do we have time to move any?
Yes.
That's body whispering. So where did I see all that? I watch micromuscular structure in the body. I watch micromuscular posture. I watched her mouth. I watched her shoulders. I watched what happened when she got moving. I watched the joy and the freedom, and then I watched the cage come back in when she stopped moving, right? So I can see every single impulse that's not followed, and every single nuance of movement or non-movement is what I'm reading. And it's what I've been doing for like 30 years. So that's what my body whispering is like. So Lynn is going to, I hope, take my suggestion and move every single day to emotional songs so that that emotion can come out of her body. Her baby doesn't need that. She is autonomous in the moment. She is Mama Earth. It's gorgeous, beautiful, it's a miracle. If you go to S Factor Spotify, you'll see a ton of playlists there. And in the Quest, you'll see a lot of playlists. Okay, so let's move. Everybody want to move. All I want you to do is I want you to find a place. We're just going to do like, probably do just 15 minutes now, right? So find a spot where you can move. I'm seeing if I can find my Spotify playlist so I can tweak it a little bit.
And
So
you know,
Marta, oh, I'm sorry, what,
yeah.
sweetie?
No, you go ahead, Sheila. If you're ready, let's go.
Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, let's just take this song out. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna just need a space where you can move like I was moving, and then we'll probably do a little bit of stand up and I'll move my, so just start. Let's just start in an easy cross-legged position. And if you are a man who does want to move, I advise you to come join us in movement. You can see, because we've been doing masculine movement our whole lives. So it's really fun and interesting for you to explore what feminine movement feels like. If you don't want to move, then I encourage you to hold masculine, steady, intensive, protective love energy toward us. Yeah? So here we go. You can start with Kiss Me. And right where you are, I want you to feel your body grounded, your sits bones, your left one, your right one, grounding down into the earth. Hands are going to come onto your legs. Let them stroke as the music comes up. I want you to feel the music like a snow flurry around you, tickling you, touching you. And take a deep inhale, big rich inhale, let it fill your chest up. And then exhale out from the bottom of your spine all the way up. And then look, we can do a little exhale, tuck of the body. And now we're going to exaggerate that, okay? On your next inhale, you're going to reach your breath to your chest forward. You're going to let your head go back like the prow of a ship about to embark on uncharted territories in your body. And then exhale, you're going to exhale from the bottom of your spine, tuck your pelvis, soothe your belly. You're going to roll off your sits bones and stretch like a kitty cat. There's nothing you need to do right now, but be present in your body. Here comes my inhale. And come following my breath, my breaths. And now I'm going to take this inhale into a circle over to the left. I'm going to reach my torso to the left. And then I'm going to reach my spine back. And I'm going to try and touch all four walls around me with my rib cage, my breast, and my spine. My hips, my rib cage is going to the right. And then inhaling. Remember, we're doing the 3 feminine geniuses. The curve of movement. You're watching the curves of your body, your breast, your spine. And I'm using sensuality. I'm feeling the pleasure of movement. I'm feeling my shirt against my skin. I'm feeling this music surrounding me. And on your next inhale, let's go back in the other direction on the breath. Big, beautiful circle. All that matters is right this moment, right here, right now. That is the feminine. She doesn't live in the future. She doesn't live in the past. She lives right here, right now. She's the Buddha. Sensuality is her queen. She is nature. She is all that is nature. Big, beautiful circle. One more circle. What we're doing is we're reaching your body. We're letting your body feel the fullest potential the spine and the rib cage and breast and torso have to move in a circle slowly. Never move at anybody's pace but your own slowest, deepest breath. Now on this inhale, I'm going left, front, right. My right hand is going to come down. I'm going to go into an inverted spine circle. So my right hand is going to come up. I'm going to drop my head to the right. Oh, that feels so good. And I'm going to exhale as if I've got a giant pumpkin in my lap. I'm going to exhale. Let my head pull me around forward. And then over to the left as my left hand comes back behind my left hip. My right hand comes up. And I'm going to let my curves and my heart open up. This is going to be emotional for me because I've got a lot of emotion in my body today. And I'm going to be here with it, moving it. And then my right hand holds my weight. My left hand arcs up into the sky. Beautiful inverted spine circle. Exhale. One more time around. Let's take that left hand back. Right hand comes. My head pulls my spine around. And let this moment really, let your body feel the opening of your most vulnerable parts, your belly, your heart, your throat. And as you switch hands and then let your head pull you around, feel a change in the music. Exhale forward. Let's go back in the other direction. This time my head comes over the right. My spine follows. My right hand is back. My left hand is trying to tickle the stars. And look how slowly I'm unfurling. I'm opening like a rose. Like a daisy. I'm not going to speed up for the sun. that right hand comes up. I have my weight with my left hand and my head pulls me around. I'm stretching, opening, circular movement. Woo! And as I come forward, I'm going to tuck my pelvis, scoop my belly. I'm going to roll all the way up my spine. And I want you to take your left or your right hand up over your body. Say, hello, gorgeous body. And let that hand, if your hair is in your way, just pull your hair deliberately and slowly out of the way. This is owning body here. We're going to take your legs, float your knees up, abs are tight here. You're going to pull your left leg out to the left. You're opening the sacred center of your body here. Be aware of it. And then the other leg is going to come out, rock forward on the pelvis, and you're going to just breathe into this stretch. If you can go lower and it feels pleasurable, go lower. Take your right hand out and reach across to your ankle. Let your torso come over towards your knee, and then your left hand exhale down. And then on your next inhale, just like a beautiful sunbathing morning in the Mediterranean, and you're going to inhale and float on the water, have your chest open, and dig your left hip down. You're going to slowly stack your vertebrae, drag your right hand up. This is where we touch our bodies and say, oh, how gorgeous. This is where we do deep body ownership. Your right hand is going to come up through the crevices, the private, the public parts of you. Your left hand comes down over your face. Your right hand comes up. And you're just saying, hi, gorgeous. How are you today? I'm here to protect you. I'm here to wake you up, give your body a squeeze. You want to touch every nerve ending you possibly can. And then that left hand goes down your left leg. That right hand goes up. Keep your right sits bone, your right hip down. It's like you could fly out of your body. Here we go. Exhale down. And let's take a nice deep breath here. And then inhale, open your chest. One more time. Touch something in your hair or your face or your skin or the back of your neck, just soothingly. As you come center, this time you're going to take the left hand up your left leg, and the right hand is going to come, and they're going to switch places over your body. Yes. Now, let's take our left hand out to the side. And watch this. We're just going to slowly follow that hand down. I'm going to scooch over so you can see me. You're going to follow that, and you're going to take your top leg and let it cross over your right leg into a side goddess. And bring your right hand or your left hand up over your curves and acknowledge them. Acknowledge them. And now, let's take our right shoulder. I'm on my left side. Lay your head back and roll, like twisting your body. Get your right shoulder, pull the rest of your body onto our back. Let's bend our knees. And widen your left feet. Let's land our toes and take your hips over to the left. Let's do a nice big slow hip grind. Over to the right. Let your hands be on your body at all times. Inhale. Exhale as your hips reach forward in a bridge grind. And let's change direction. There's no part of your body that is off limits to your touch. If you don't own your body through touch, someone else will try to. Exhale it up.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got
and roll your spine down.
I can put the ball in the end
Knees
zone,
come together. Abs tight. Float your knees up. Rub your head, and you're gonna just nuzzle your ankle down each other like this, bringing your knee into the opposite shoulder, creating more and more curve. Rub your head into the floor or the mat. Woo! It's so good. I'm feeling the texture, I'm feeling the kisses, I'm feeling the touch.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm going to cross my right leg over my left leg like that. And I'm going to bring my right knee to the floor to the left side of me. Keep my shoulders. Again, another beautiful big twist. Slowly rubbing my head into the mat. Up into a belly roll. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to do a cat pounce up. You'll learn more of this in the quest, but you're going to inhale up through your tush. And you're going to push back into a kneeling hip circle. So you want to reach your hips out as far as they can go. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Now if you have this, let your head do a little hair throw. I got options. I can pass that bitch like your hands again be on your body. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. Woo! And change back the other way. Open up through. You're going to feel a little tight. You might feel a little tight. Oh. We're going to go down. We're going to sit our tush on our heels and pop it up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is called your hump. And you might want to play here a minute. Pop up and down. I can't wear the shit you bitches wear because it's cheap to me. It's some money at my table. Grab a seat. And we're going to pop up. And we're going to do a little stand. So you're going to bring your left or right foot up, pivot. You're going to sit on both heels, catch your balance, and now you're going to come and stand up with your butt first, rest second, body down. I put on my jewelry just to go to the bodega, and I keep it with me just so that I'm feeling safer. Whoa! And then you're going to come with a wide stance. Yeah, open your legs wide. Bend your knees. Get your right hip out as far as it can go. Inhale it back. Over to the left. And then you want to click it forward. Hips come forward. Upper body goes back. You want the biggest hip circle you have ever felt. All the way around. Woo! See how far back I go. Change direction. When the pack landed, the check cleared, and this what you hear. I put on my jewelry just to speed it up. And I keep it so inhale, exhale. Fendi on my body, but my feet is in Bottega. Everything moves. Woo! Feel your knees bend. Change direction. Go lower. The bird. Take a nice big hip circle. And as you come round, you're going to bring your left butt cheek down onto your left heel. Left knee comes down. Right knee comes down. Sitting on your heels. Pelvic grind. You're just going to take this pelvis back as far as you can. Over to the left. Exhale it forward. Over to the right. Just grinding your pelvis like a mortar and a pestle. You're just going to grind your hips down. Exhale. Inhale. Give over to sensual pleasure. Change direction back the other way. Hands, as you notice, my hands are constantly moving over my body. I want to turn my nerve endings on. And from here, I'm going to inhale back. And I'm going to do a reverse cat pounce. Remember, we did cat pounce up. I'm going to reach my hands forward, chest down, push up, and I'm going to exhale all the way down. I'm going to drop my hips over to the right. Bring me into a side goddess on the other side. Again, let your hands continue to move over your body. So what we're going to do here is just relish this beautiful body. And then we're going to slowly lift that top leg up, however high it goes. You don't have to straighten it, but you are opening up the center of the universe right here. Power center. What feels right to your body? Good. And then let's close it back up. Putting your knee, bringing it to the floor in front of you. One more time, right into the belly roll. And oh my God, that's it. Cat pounce up and crawl over towards the camera. Hi. Hi, how was that, my loves? In the chat, tell me how that was for you. That was amazing for me. So what has happened? Delicious Tiana, I miss you. What has happened? What happens is that when you move like that, when you are turning yourself on and waking yourself up, is you are releasing not just one set of endorphins, you're releasing three. Your erotic, your sensual, and your muscular endorphins. So you're going to get high. You're going to get a little buzz, and let it take. This is releasing pheromones. So in order to calm your pheromones down, Candace, I hear you. Candace, do this with me. So I've just woken up all of my like erotic, sensual, yummy, pleasure-filled nerves. So I just want to, I'm not going to turn them off. I'm just going to privatize them. Put your hands on top of your head. And my intention is to close or to make private my pheromones. All the cells. I'm just pulling that energy back inside my body. And my God, I can move mountains with this energy. Again, no part of your body should be off limits to your hands touching, caressing, and loving. I'm down on my feet and my legs. I want to bring my enlivened cells. I'm turning them inward now. Turning them inward. Zipping that up. Okay. Oh, Leah, I'm so happy to hear that we're opening your entire world. Yay. So anyone have any more questions for me? Do we? Oh, I think we're a little over time, aren't we, Annie?
Yeah, before we dive into the last question, because I do want to make some time for that, a lot of questions were around how do you join the quest and where can you find the quest and what is the name of it? So let me share the screen again. Thank you, Sheila. I always love to see you moving, and I wish I could have joined you in practice today, but thank God we have the quest for that.
I saw you yearning.
Always. All right. So the name of the quest is Becoming Irresistibly Sexy. We talked about what sexy means, all of the ways in which sexy can expand every area of your life. You can find it inside of the Mindvalley membership. So if you're not a member, this is a QR code that will lead you to the page where you can find more information about both the quest and the membership. And I want to also remind you that once you become a Mindvalley member, not only you're going to get access to this 21-day program that Sheila has created, where you can find videos of the practice that will allow you to practice every day so your body can start feeling all of these more and more. But you also get access to 70 plus programs and countless meditation and incredible resources that will absolutely expand your life in every area that you can imagine of. And I also wanted to share with you guys a few stories of the women who have already taken the quest and what they've said. So Andra is saying, ladies, do yourself a favor and do the quest. So she's saying this is hands down the hardest quest I did so far because it had her face all of the shame around the femininity that she was carrying in her body. But, however, after this quest, she feels more ready than ever to embrace and showcase her feminine energy and her erotic creature archetype in all areas of her life, from office hours to cocktail parties to the bedroom. She's saying this quest is a must for all women, especially for those after 35. Ladies, as I said, do yourself a favor and do the quest. And then Leandra says, I think women over 40 will appreciate it even more. So the biggest positive change she's noticing after this quest is that she's feeling more connected and at ease with her body. And it was so much fun, which is to be the most important part. It's fun. It's so much fun to do this practice. And she's saying, although I can recommend it to any women of any age, I do think that women over 40 will appreciate it even more. It's funny, right? The first one said over 35. I'm over just 30 and I loved it and it rocked completely my life. So I do think it applies to everyone. And then finally, also Anna, who says, you will feel super confident stepping into your best self and feeling the joy of being a woman. Thanks to this program, I could embrace my power of feeling free. So another beautiful story of transformation from Anna as well. So if you want to know more about the quest, it's a total time of just 20 minutes a day. A lot of you were asking in the chat, do I have to do this every day? Is this something that I have to do every day? You don't have to do it every day, but you will want to do it every day, right, Sheila?
Oh, yeah, girl. You can't even
Why
believe how
not?
much. It becomes a part of your life. It becomes a part of your life. Someone asked me what I'm eating. It's Ricola cough drops because I have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Sorry, but yes, it is an addiction, and it's a healthy one. It's a healthy addiction because you have to. The world is not going to make space for the feminine. Did you hear me say that? The world is not going to make space for the feminine. It's a masculine world, and they're going to make space for the masculine. They want quantity. They want results. They want measurability. This is taking back control, and this is a magical, mystical, kind of energetic, sensual, delicious, embodied experience that will change everything in your life. I promise you. It has been such a pleasure being here.
Yes, thank you so much, Sheila. I'm just going through the question to see if there's anything that is pressing that we left unanswered. Gail, you're asking if you're already a Mindvalley member, is this part of your membership? Yes, it is. It's nothing extra. It's already there. You can literally start right now, like right in this second. Go ahead, enroll, and do yourself this huge, huge, huge favor. You will see your life completely transformed.
Absolutely. And I saw a question. How do I, if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at Sheila Kelly S or S Factor. So you can follow us there.
Wonderful. Sheila,
Okay.
I think we actually got through most of the questions. I do apologize if some of them were unanswered, but it was so many of you and such an amazing energy. And of course, if you got curious about this practice and the philosophy, that is what the quest is for.
Yeah.
So join the quest. Follow Sheila on Instagram so you can get more and more and more of S Factor and the beautiful juice that this practice is.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you, everyone, for being present. And I hope to see everyone inside of the quest. Thank you so much for your participation. Bye-bye.
Record.